Hello, frontiersmen. I got a couple more tips for you. These are more advanced tips. If this video helps you, please like it and don't subscribe to me. All right, the first tip I want to show you is if you press F4, it actually shows you how many items are left in that gathering section. You know, especially for the clay. That's cool for the clay. And if you press F4 again, they just vanish. You don't want to see them anymore. Next thing I want to talk about is my blueberry farm. If you didn't know, you can move blueberries. So you can just click this button here and move them where you want. So if you find blueberries anywhere, which is usually along the lakes, or in kind of like bogs like this one right here, I almost got them all. This is a large map, and I assume I can fill in this area with what I got left, but I'm really kind of slim pickings at this point. I put a little gatherer, forager here to take care of it, but I also just have them all as harvested. So I haven't done these ones yet, but if you just do this, and then your regular schmoes will come harvest it for you anyway. All right, this next thing I'm going to talk about might be a glitch, but hopefully they kind of make it a feature soon. But when you look at your citizens and you see that your farmers are higher than the amount required, don't remove them because you'll never be able to get them back up there again. All right, you always need more farmers. So and the amount they let you have is not enough. At least in my opinion, it's not enough. So never lower it because you won't get it back. All right, the next thing I want to tell you is decorations do not stack. Okay, so I got 2 medium gardens right here, and this is the first area I was building, and this is wrong. Okay, they don't stack. For the houses, I should build some other thing here that's not a medium garden that takes up 4 spots. So like I'll show you what do I got here. I got this statue, and that statue does a lot for certain areas. So I think that's this one. Yeah. So you see, I'm gonna take it away. Look at this house right here that says 43. Okay, I'm taking it away, putting it close. It's not even changing. All right, it's not even changing. So they don't stack at all. All right, another thing I want to talk about is upgrading your walls. I think a lot of people are forgetting that you can highlight your walls by pressing this button right here or pressing X, and you can click on a bunch of walls at once to upgrade or to salvage or rebuild, which is great, especially the rebuild. All right, because when the guys come knock them out, it's nice to not have to click on one at a time. All right, another thing I want to talk about is your furniture store. Now, the beauty about the furniture store, furniture workshop, is that you can sell furniture for around 65 gold per piece of furniture. That takes 12 planks, and then it takes 1 piece of wood to make a plank. So for like 6 pieces of wood, you can make 65 bucks. So that's why I actually, every time a trader comes by, like right now, I have no money. Darn it. I gotta transfer some gold over there. I always buy the wood. Always. Because it takes forever to go get it. You know, it takes forever to go get the wood. And when, especially later game, I've cleared out entire forests. Sometimes I grow forests on my own, like I am now. But like, then the deer go away, so it's like a double-edged sword. So you just always should buy wood from these traders and then make furniture with it. Back to the furniture store for 1 second. You got to be very careful about your furniture store. It sucks up lots of wood. Okay, so if you're out getting close to wood, you can freeze to death by making too much furniture just because you don't have proper amount of firewood. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't overdo it. Keep an eye on your wood levels. All right, while I'm also at it, I want to remind you to always buy certain things from the trader, like stone. You should be constantly making things like candles, which are easy to make, and you can sell them for good money. You should be figuring out a way to make lots of candles. Shirts, beer is a good one too. You can get tons of wheat and make lots of beer. Never sell your building stuff, your bricks, you know, your soap as well. Like I can't seem to make enough soap. But like after a while, it'll be hard to find stone. Very hard to find stone. Okay, it's far. It takes a long time for you guys to get it. So you should just buy it any chance you get, especially early. Especially early because you'll be fighting for it later like I am right now. Another thing I want to talk about in the traders is make sure you pay attention that you could have 2 traders there at once. Okay, you got, see it says trader 1. Sometimes there's another trader there and you'll see trader 2 and you'll not notice it. So make sure you pay attention to that. You could be trading for other stuff. Another thing I want to talk about quickly is your graveyard. Really think about where you want to put your graveyards because you cannot move them. Okay? You can't move them at all. They're there and they're there forever. So another thing I want to talk about is these compost yards. Don't be afraid to make a whole bunch of them. Okay, look at the whole bunch I got here. You don't want your any of that poop to be left behind, and it's useful for your farms. So because that attracts rats and just creates more problems. Also keep in mind about your farms is that you might want to make multiple farms because each one of these compost yards can only deliver to 1 farm plot at a time, and if you make 1 giant plot instead of multiple plots, you won't be able to empty these compost yards. All right, one more thing I want to talk about farming is your bee apiaries where you get your honey. Keep in mind the farmers are the ones that harvest it. So if you find that your farmers are you're not doing the work at the fields, look and see how many apiaries you have. Though I have lots, but that's also because, like I said before, I never lower the amount of farmers I have. Farmers are super important. Okay, they do the apiaries, they do the farm fields, they're busy boys. All right, another thing I want to talk about is hunters. So I found out that deer spawn better with trees. At least it seems like it. I've been getting tons of deer from this one spot, and I got 3 hunters here. Hold on a sec, my game's saving. Always freezes for a bit. But I got a hunter here. I got an advanced hunter lodge here, and I got another hunter right here. And I have another one right here that's kind of getting these guys over here and any stragglers that come over here. So these 4 hunters are supported. These 3 hunters basically are supported by this 1 deer farm. So that changed my perspective on deer. I was putting 1 hunter per deer location. It doesn't make sense. You can do 2 and you can do 3 if it's well vegetated like I have it here. I have another one over here actually. I should show you. See this one right here, and it's constantly full. They're not getting scared by people. And I have this hunter here taking care of them, and a couple other hunters here that get stragglers that just run away. They run over, they try to go through your gate sometimes. So yeah, just make sure you keep them forested, and remember that more than 1 hunter, it can work a single a single deer section. Another thing I want to talk about is fishing. Don't be worried about the fish icon. The only thing the fish icon does for you is increase your yield by 50%. When you do your fishing, you want to actually look for areas like these that are just kind of like big bows, and then you can take your work radius and get right in there and get as many as possible. Unfortunately, I'm starting to run out of fish, but you can see my productivity is at 190, and you get more space. All right, so try to go for areas like that. Don't worry too much about whether or not these fish sections are here. You can fish everywhere. I think I got fishing. Yeah, I got it all along here. I ain't missing a spot. I'm getting all those fish. All right, I'm going to continue it too. And lakes are beautiful. You can really set up some giant like circles around lakes. I love this section right here. I can't wait to fish this section right here. So yeah. All right, I'm just going to talk about the homes real quick. Even though it says I have over 200 spaces left in my town, that's not really true. If you want to keep your birth rate up, you can actually look at your birth rate right here. Why won't it let me click on it? There we go. So I'm at 86, which is pretty good. It could be better. So what you want to do is make sure you have lots of extra houses. Even though it says I have 200 spots, it's because there's all these houses with just like 1 spot that families can't move into and make babies. You need to be able to have an empty house that a family can move into and make babies. So you want to have lots of houses, lots and lots of houses. All right, you can just keep building them if you want to keep your birth rate up and grow the village more. Another thing I want to talk about is this monstrosity I got going on. After a while, it becomes really hard to get wood. So make sure you like, look, there's like no wood left. There's all used to be forest. So I do this every once in a while. I don't care that it costs me gold, and I harvest them later because it's nice and close. It saves time, and you need as much wood as possible. You need so much damn wood. All right, that's all I got for you. If this video helped you, please like it and don't subscribe to me. Thanks for watching. I hope my video helped you. If it did, please return the favor by leaving me a big fat like and a comment so I outrank those useless Let's Players with 20-minute videos. And if you want to take it one step further so I don't have to sell ugly useless t-shirts like all those other YouTubers, leave me a super thanks. It's a new feature. It's below where the arrow is pointing, right beside the share button.